17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Raiders are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Chiefs, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. A first down throw for Winston. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Winston now to throw on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Knile Davis. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Second down following the run. Now Jameis on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. On third down, Winston. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on fourth down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see it.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, third down here. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's fourth down. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a big run there by Charles. 73 yards. And I think a run like that answers the question, how is his ACL, right?
I think it's doing quite fine. That's a lot of rehab by Jamaal Charles. The second time it's happened to him, once in college, once in the NFL, and he still looks like the same old great Jamaal Charles in the open field.
Not his career long, though. That was 91 yards back in 2012. Jameis to throw it. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at 3rd and goal.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamaal Charles, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Could draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point. Would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, Murray. Had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go play action here on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Murray, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Carr will look to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. Airing one out from, and got his man, complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 96 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
So they're going to go for 2.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Winston to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the interception, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Jameis to throw it. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Winston sneaking it, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
We ready?
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Carr. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there. And now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Charles the lone setback. Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Off the play fake. Winston looking deep here for Macklin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places,